Hello, and thanks for joining us on another West Co exploration day trip adventure. Today, we are headed west from Grand Junction to the Moab area to explore the Fisher Towers recreation site and to drive Onion Creek Road. This area is located about 75 miles west of Grand Junction, down Highway 128. It takes about an hour and 20 minutes to get here, and it is world-renowned for rock climbing and some of the most beautiful and scenic hiking in Utah. The towers are named after a miner named Fisher, who lived here in the 1880s. The most prominent feature is the Titan, the world's largest freestanding sandstone tower. If you plan on hiking here in the summer, bring your hat, sunscreen, and lots of water. There's almost no shade to be found, and it can get very hot. For today, it's time to leave Fisher Towers and get deeper into the Red Rocks by driving up Onion Creek Road, which is only about 3 miles away. While Fisher Towers is mostly about hiking and climbing, Onion Creek Road is about the drive. And man, what a drive it is. During the dry season, four-wheel drive and low range is not necessary, but you definitely should have a higher clearance vehicle, and you will cross the creek at least a dozen times. Always be smart and check to see how deep the creek is running before you attempt to cross it. The colors inside the canyon are so intense, they don't even look real on video sometimes. But believe me, it doesn't really do justice to it. When you're there and you're looking at the variety of reds and deep reds in this clay, it's hard for your brain to believe your eyes. As you can tell, the drive through the canyon is nothing but rich, deep red rocks. But the further that you go, and as you begin to climb back up out of the canyon, that starts to change. And all of a sudden, the landscape begins to offer up a variety of colors and shades that you haven't seen up until this point. We're now approaching one of my favorite landmarks. We call it Neapolitan Hill because it's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, all together. Once you've passed this structure, you really begin to notice the change in the type and variety of formations and colors. There's just something about this drive that is oh so satisfying, especially when you just can't pass up an opportunity to get the tires wet. The road up and out of the canyon is an adventure, particularly if you're the slightest bit squeamish about driving on the edge. It's narrow, it can be steep, and it always has you right on the edge. The battery in the main camera died, so we're back to dashcam footage. And although the quality is not quite as good, the visuals are still too good to pass up. Stick around though, because we'll have the camera back up and running for the drive back. Meanwhile, let's enjoy it from a bird's eye view. This is a great place to see the La Salle Mountains to the south, and as usual at this time of year they still have quite a bit of snow. In fact, I would bet that there's still snow up there in July, if it melts at all. Now that we're completely up out of the canyon, we will be heading for our final destination today, Fisher Valley.
Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town who sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips alone she holds my heart enthralled. Then fill to me the parting glass.
This is a perfect place to get out and stretch our legs, eat a snack, enjoy the breeze, and let the drone fly for a while. It's incredible to see all this beauty, these wide open spaces, and to realize that we have it all to ourselves.
That e'er I've had, they're sorry for my going away, and of all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay, but since it falls into my lot that I should rise.
It's been an incredible day. We have seen some amazing things. And now it's time to take that awesome drive back. Don't get the mistaken idea that this is going to be repetitive, because seeing all of these things from the other side is just as good. And sometimes this perspective is even better.
Parting glass. Good night and God be with you all.
This is the section referred to as the Narrows, because you're driving on top of the ridge with a drop-off on both sides. everyone who stuck around and watched this video all the way through to the end, I want to say thank you very much for taking the time to enjoy this adventure with us. Please do us an incredible favor and hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that you can be notified as soon as we release the next video. Have a great day.